Happiness is here and now. I have dropped my worries. Nowhere to go, nothing to do, and I'm not in a hurry. You don't go out anywhere without your friend. It's a very special ornament of the monks, and this color is very unique because I'm not a monk from monastery, and this color I chose myself, and I got blessing of the high monk, which we call Jekempo in our language. Blessing from him with this dress, and this Sanghini, which is in Sanskrit we call Zen in our language, is actually this color is the color where Lord Buddha, when after his meditation, he wanted to take a bath in the river, and he found that his dresses were all torn and tattered. He couldn't reuse them, so he was walking along the river, hunting for something. Wrapped himself with the big leaves of the plants, and then he sees cloth, someone wrapped around, and he goes near and finds a lady has been killed, or dead, sorry, not killed. She died, and she's been wrapped in this color. So he pulls this cloth out and washes and wears. So in respect of women and Buddha himself, I've chosen this color myself. First important thing in the step of our life is to recognize things. What is really bothering us? And where does this botheration come from? Buddha talked about 4 paths. He called it noble path. The first one is that sufferance exists with all human beings. And it will continue to exist as long as this planet is around. That's what he said. He said there is a reason, there is a cause for this sufferance. And he also says there is a way out of this sufferance. And then finally the cessation of sufferance. So for all problems that we carry in our life, there is a cause. And when you are not able to, when you escape things, but not ask and escape, then you continue to escape in your life. You feel depressed, you go to a friend and talk, or you watch a movie, or you go and take a drink. You're just escaping your life. In fact, happiness is as old as human beings. If you go back to the Constitution of America, it says pursuit of happiness. In Bhutanese, it said that if the government can't create peace and happiness for its people, then there's no point for government to exist. To that level, So happiness has been not pursued in those days simply because the way of life that was laid was very connected in serving others and living in harmony with nature. And both of this brought meaning into human beings. So they didn't have to look for happiness anymore, because happiness was with this. Okay, better. Nice flowers. I called a monk. It just came to me. I called a monk. I said, I want to wear a monk's dress. And he laughed and said, no, it's not possible. I said, I'm serious. I want. How do I do it? And he said, after a month, in a month's time, we will have a huge gathering of international people, about 5,000 people here, and His Holiness will be here, so he can adorn you during that time, provided that you deserve. And I said, I deserve. I'm asking, so I deserve. He said, no, you just can't get it. He said, come back after a month. I said, no, it's either tomorrow or never. So in the evening, I went to sleep. At 11 o'clock in the night, he called me saying, our senior monks want to meet you tomorrow at 3. Do you have time? I said, yes, tomorrow is the only day we have. Morning we are busy. Afternoon we had relaxation, easygoing time. So yes, we can come. But the after morning we are flying because 5th morning we have to be in Thimphu. 6th we begin our conference. So next morning, I took all 10 of them. So they were, an Islam person there, staunch Christian sister, there are Buddhist teachers from different parts, and there were Hindus from West even, So group of major religion, Jain was there, and Sufi was there. So all of these guys were there with me. So I said, would you want to come to the monastery? I've just thought I must celebrate. So they were all happy. We went to the monastery, and then these two monks, everybody seated. So these two monks walked in, and they called me, and they questioned me. They really questioned me. And finally they said, yes, we can give you dress you deserve. Your intentions are pure. That was the reason why they were questioning me, to find my intentions. So when they said my intentions were pure, that they were going to give me the dress, I said, thank you. So they undressed me there, and they dressed me with this dress. Happiness is here and now. I have dropped my worries. Nowhere to go, nothing to do, and I'm not in a hurry. Happiness is here and now. I have dropped my worries. Somewhere to go, something to do, but I'm not in a hurry.